Welcome back to Simple Trends. In today's video, let's see how I made the traditional Arisi Tengai Payasam. Of course, my way in the 3-liter cooker, and how we celebrated the auspicious Purattasi Saturday by offering Maavilakku to our family deity. Let's begin making the payasam. I have taken 2 tablespoons of raw rice, washed it well and soaked for 1 hour. 1 cup of grated coconut. I have used around half of a large coconut for this. You can increase or decrease the quantity according to your preference. With the same cup for measurement, I have taken 1¼ cup of grated jaggery, a few cashew nuts and raisins to garnish, 2 elaichis for flavor. I will grind it along with the rice and coconut. You can also add a pinch of pachai karpooram or edible camphor at the last for added flavor. This is optional, but do not use the camphor we light during puja. That is not edible. I will grind the rice and coconut with the elaichi into a very fine paste. Add water little by little and grind it. Let's dissolve the jaggery in 1/4 cup of water. Boil and keep it ready. In the meanwhile, I add a teaspoon of ghee in a 3-liter cooker. Fry the raisins and cashews and keep them aside. Now in the same cooker, I add 1½ cups of water. Add the coconut rice paste to this. Mix well. Add another ½ cup of water and stir it on a high flame till it comes to a boil. This will take around 2 minutes. Once it comes to a rolling boil, you can see it has thickened. Add another 1/4 cup of water to this and cook on high for just 1 whistle or 3 minutes. Not more than that. Switch off and release pressure. Open and you can see it has cooked well. The rice has not formed lumps and it is of the correct consistency. If you close the cooker in the beginning before it comes to a boil, the rice will form lumps. Now filter the jaggery syrup and add it to this. Cook on a medium flame for 3 to 4 minutes. The raw smell of jaggery will go and the taste of coconut and jaggery will blend very well. Add the fried cashews and raisins. The payasam will thicken on cooking, so ensure it is of a thin consistency while cooking it. If it becomes thick on cooling, you can add a cup of boiled and cooled milk while serving. Don't add the milk while it is boiling hot as it will curdle. Today for the prasadam, I am making urad dal vada also. This is our family tradition. I have already posted the procedure to make soft and crisp vadas while grinding batter in a mixer. The link is provided in the description box for reference. Now for the maavilakku, soak 2 cups of raw rice for an hour. Drain and dry it on a cloth for 45 minutes and grind to a powder and sieve it. The same way we made wet rice flour for modak or kodakattai. This cannot be done with the store-bought rice flour. Each family's tradition varies for making maavilakku. The worship of Lord Venkateshwara in the month of Purattasi or the Bhadrapada Masa is considered very auspicious. The maavilakku is offered on the first or third Saturdays of this Purattasi month. Today I have taken 1½ cups of rice flour. For this I will need around 1 cup of grated jaggery. The jaggery should be powdered well without any large pieces. Add it to the rice flour and mix well. Add the jaggery little by little and mix. The consistency should be such that if you hold it, it should form a lump, and when you leave it, it should crumble. This should be placed on a clean banana leaf while making the maavilakku and offering to God. In places where you cannot find the banana leaf, you can use a brass or silver plate. But avoid using stainless steel plates or any other plates which we have used for having our food. In our family, we make it like a small mountain, flatten the top, make two dents for placing the wick and lighting the lamp. Only ghee is used for lighting this lamp. In some families, they light only one, but we have the tradition of lighting two lamps. It is my humble expression that during pujas and festivals, we wear the traditional sari and avoid the tracksuits or nighties. It may be a lot convenient to cook in that, but at least during the puja time, we can change to our traditional way of costume as per the family cultures. It will not only give us a satisfaction, but will also be a guiding force to the younger generation. The lamp is lit after offering betel leaf, betel nut, and banana tambulam on either sides of the lamp. You can chant Vishnu Sahasranamam or any other simple slokas and offer the Naivedya. Ensure that the ghee doesn't dry up while you are chanting your prayers. After chanting prayers, when the ghee is about to dry out, we perform another Harati again as part of the tradition. This is how we celebrated the first Puratasi Saturday in a simple way in our home. Hope you enjoyed watching this. If you are watching my video for the first time, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified on new videos. Don't forget to hit the like button and give your comments in the comment box below. Stay tuned to Simple Trends for more interesting and useful videos. Bye.